What's up, everybody? ViscountKdub here, and this is it! The final cup in the Master Ball Biker Gauntlet. The road to flawless glory is in sight, but it's still a risky venture with our current crew. It's a mad dash to the finish line, as I say, on with the gauntlet. Alright, as always in the Prime Cup, we go against Last Terry, whose team resembles Pokémon Carmen's, and it's no threat at all. It has attraction, it might have paralysis, but that's not going to stop us. It's a first battle. Nothing to it. Alright, we're going to start off this road trip with Arbok, because he's very versatile. He can take down this electric type. We can use Earthquake. And we're equipped with the Paralysis Cure Berry, so we're not going to be paralyzed. Decent damage. We'll weather that. No problem. And I notice she's not switching to Togetic. Convenient. Not that Arbok couldn't take on Togetic. We have Rock Slide after all. Next up is Azumarill. So let's just go in with Sludge Bomb. We're the same gender, so attraction won't work. Critical hit, huh? Serves you right. 2 down, this is pretty easy. So she didn't use Togetic, and maybe it's a normal type? No, it's Blossom. Okay, well, Sludge Bomb away. Ooh, poison too. Yeah, that Solar Beam is never going to be unleashed. Thanks to poison. See, Arbok has stuff. Like, he's very versatile. I just wish his defenses were a little stronger. They're so middling. Still not bad, though. He took down the whole trifecta. Electric, water, grass. Battle 2 is against Black Belt Yang. And we have poison types, which are strong against fighting anyway. But we need something that can set up against Wobbuffet. He tends to bring it as just like a staller. I figured Arbok would be a good choice again. Wobbuffet comes out. Now, I wasn't thinking. I sent a Glare. He is paralyzed. There's no getting around that. Too late for Safeguard. But I realized I could have used Toxic with Clyde. I didn't realize he'd be sending out Wobbuffet this early. So with Clyde, we can at least lay down spikes. Mission accomplished. He's paralyzed. Let's go to Venusaur now. So this is the great thing about the computer. They just sort of let things happen to them. Yep, you can't move. So let's send out Leech Seed. Milk that amazing HP. He's going to counter nothing. And honestly, I can attack him right now with a Razor Leaf. It's safe. See how little it's doing? It's like almost 200 that we're going to get in return. Now, if it had been a critical hit, that would have been trouble. I'm just not that lucky. So we need to Sleep Powder this off until we regain our health. It's going to take a little bit. Maybe a turn more. Maybe it's a good time to tell you what I've been up to. I'm finishing my school year. Yeah, I've been grading a whole bunch, and I just finished Super Mario RPG for the second time, the remake. I just wanted to get everything the second time around. So I've been distracted a little bit. Sorry about that. And with that being said, Razor Leaf takes... Oh, no, Focus Band. Wobbuffet lives. Or does he? No, he doesn't. Hitmonlee comes out, hitting spikes. Man, I gotta tell you, I was raised on Super Mario RPG. That was like the last Mario game for the Super Nintendo. I played so much of it. Body Slam is just a filler attack. He'll always use Detect first. Leech Seed just for good measure, because Mega Kick is actually, you know, it does 100. We want to just keep our health high. We can't send out Venusaur. Or, we can't send out Clyde. That's what I mean. Sorry. I'm getting all anecdotal on you, and I mess up my dialogue. But just like that, Lee is down. Lastly, it's Hitmontop, who has never been a threat. Dig, triple kick, and counter. I think he might have countered one of my Pokemon one time when I was just off guard. Alright, I would really like it if he went to sleep. Come on, hit. No. And he's going to dig. Well, fine. Venusaur will just keep plopping the air. Yeah, dig is not doing nearly enough as it needs to. This really reminds me of Bruno's Hitmontop from the Elite Four in Gold, Silver, Crystal. It's like its moves made no sense. But now that it's seeded, it's now on a clock. We're gonna like fully recover this turn. Yeah, definitely. So now we can at least attack him. Stab Razor Leaf. Critical hit, great. And by digging once more, he has sealed his doom. We weather one more dig. What, no critical hit? Alright, we're out of battle 2. It's always annoying. It's always slow. I apologize. The biker's just not equipped with a psychic Pokemon or a flying Pokemon. We can't really, like, exploit any weaknesses here. We don't even have any bug attacks. Birdkeeper Adam, on the other hand, is pretty easy. We have Steelix and Jonathan and Arbok that know Rock Slide. Monty knows Thunderbolt. Yeah, we're in really good hands. We can't bring in Venusaur, obviously. So we are going to start off with Clyde. That's kind of disappointing. I thought it would be Charizard or Gligar. Thought about the switching. Can't really lay down spikes. So we'll give a Surf. And you gotta be kidding me. We are frozen. Off a Tri-Attack. So now I have to switch. Good thing I have Steelix and Jonathan. I'll send out Steelix first. Tri-Attack will do nothing. Hidden Power. Must be a special attack. Steelix is versatile. He's just not terribly strong. It does get a good explosion, though. Alright, Dodrio's out. I'm not forgiving it for what it did to Clyde. Okay. Terrible matchup. Let's switch over to Jonathan. I could have switched over to Clyde as well, and thought him out, but not smart with a Cloyster and its special defense. Yeah, Jonathan takes it like a champ. We are very defensively inclined, so we can take an Iron Tail, send a Rock Slide, and send Charizard, or Izardash, on his way. Alright, lastly, there's the Gligar. Thankfully, this Gligar doesn't have Guillotine. It knows Sludge Bomb, Toxic, Iron Tail, and Feint Attack. So it has some range there. Toxic is unfortunate. Stab Rock Slide does hurt. Okay, Iron Tail is how he's getting around it. This will be Jonathan's last turn. We hit twice, thankfully. And we'll just hand it over to Steelix. Can't be poisoned. And one more Body Slam. Alright, Battle 3's done. Again, it's going slower than I thought. We're just experiencing some bad luck here, especially with that freeze. But we were well equipped. Alright, we now battle Cool Trainer Gloria. Oh wait, Floria. Sorry, I've never heard that name for a girl before. But Floria is boasting some quick offense. The Stantler has Earthquake, so I can't really send out like a poison type, which nullifies much of the team already. So it's up to Clyde. And Stantler also has a Quick Claw, so I know I'm going to lose this speed battle. Oh! I guess not. Great damage on the Surf. And we dodge Hypnosis. This is amazing. Let's go for Surf number 2. While avoiding Hypnosis number 2. That's also amazing. And just like that, her first Pokemon's down. Poliwrath. It has Submission, and Surf, and Body Slam, and of course Hypnosis. So let's lay down Toxic, put him on a clock. I gave him Toxic because of Focus Band. We dodge another Hypnosis. Again, super lucky. And now we can lay Spikes. Now I'm almost praying for Hypnosis to hit, and it doesn't. So I am actually going to swap over to Venusaur. I did want Hypnosis to hit, though. You know, abuse the sleep rule. Only one Pokemon can be asleep at a time. Just like Frozen. Yep, we don't care about the Body Slams. They're very weak. Oh. What did you bring? Okay, it's Exeggutor. Again, Hypnosis. It knows Sludge Bomb, Leech Seed, and Giga Drain. It's only going to use Sludge Bomb. We'll take Spike damage. Well, he will. We'll just laugh in his face. So it might take a little bit to wake up here. Okay. Very good, very good. Oh! There goes the Miracle Berry. We'll try again. Hey! Great luck. Gain a little health back. Now we can start Body Slamming. Meager damage. But it's all we have. Okay, we dodge another hypnosis. I think I was kind of out of my mind using sleep powder again. I probably should have just stuck with body slam. Because now we're asleep yet again. At least this Exeggutor doesn't know Psychic. I wonder if Exeggutor can actually learn Sword Stance, so it can be like Vile Plume or Victory Bell. Raise its attack, get buffed, while still being a Saboteur. Anyway. Sleep Powder again. Again, I shouldn't have gone for that. I should have gone for Body Slam. And now we're getting critical hits at us. So just, yes, end it. Hey, critical hit. That one was well-deserved. Sorry to prolong this battle. You act in the moment, you know? Hey, residual spike damage. He has the focus band, which fails to come through after a 6 times damage critical hit. And that, my friends, is the first half of the Prime Cup. It's still just a warm-up for this team. We have to contend with much worse. There's so much more problematic Pokemon along the way. Speaking of which, we have Fisherman Chase, who, yes, uses water types, but he also has water types that use ice moves, so Venusaur better be careful. We have to take him along anyway for Quagsire, though. Lantern, normally I am worried about, but I'm not. Dragonite's not a threat. Can't say that often. So Quagsire appears first. I'm anticipating that because he's going to switch. There's the Dragonite. I'm going to send a Sleep Powder. Sleep is so good if you're not playing a Curse user. Or like a Rest Talker. That just buys us time. Gonna switch over to Arbok, who will be taking down a Dragonite with Leech Seed help. Oh wait, no. Yeah, exactly. I know what I'm saying. Rock Slide. Go. Well, that's its own fault. Now we can send a Sludge Bomb. Okay. That's trouble gone. There's Quagsire right on cue. Quagsire knows Dig, not Earthquake. So we'll go right back to Venusaur. Yep, there's Dig. I wonder if something takes spike damage if it reemerges on a Dig, you know? Because it has to touch the floor surface again. I'm pretty sure it works again. I don't know. Well, anyway, that's it for Quagsire. We didn't even need spike damage. Gyarados just has some powerful water attacks. Nothing to worry about. We're just going to seed it for good measure. Yeah, normally I'd be intimidated, but I don't have solar beam. Critical hit. Ooh, critical hit Hydro Pump. Yeah, that's not going to be nearly enough with all this HP coming back. Here we'd have to get like 2 more critical hits. At minimum. Yeah, no way. And we're out of Battle 5. We can contend with water types. This is evidence. The thing is, if they get past our grass type, it's going to be very chancy. Because most water types know at least maybe 1 ground move, aka Earthquake. Scientist Craig, well, we have the slowest Pokemon of the bunch. 2 of the slowest. So we're not going to outspeed anything, but we have Jonathan. Jonathan is ready for a swagger to use the Bitter Berry, and he has Substitute up his sleeve. So we'll still gain swagger. Attack from swagger, you know. And I have to set it up right now because this swagger already does its work. Alright, so we are more than ready to contend with at least 2 of his Pokemon. I should have seen that coming. There's Crobat. But it's not like Crobat has anything really to get around it. It knows Bite. That's it. And I can't be flinched. Come on, hit. Alright. So we know Electrode won't be reappearing until the last one, so he's saved. It's a Sneasel. Well, it knows Surf. That's going to break the substitute, and I can't reset it up. So we can at least take out Sneasel. Now to take on Electrode. It uses Swagger and Screech non-stop. It's just a matter of getting lucky here. We're at 4 times raised attack, and we get Bass Confusion, and we're out of Battle 6. Great setup to counter his Confusion strategy. You go, Jonathan. He did it single-handedly. Rhydon swept. That doesn't really happen. Unless you're playing a bug catcher. Skier Kathy's team is like everything we don't want to face. We're facing psychic types, water types, ice types. It's a nightmare. Most everything doesn't know water moves, but psychic and ice, that is hellish to face. We have no choice. We have to send out something with high attack and high speed against this Mr. Mime. We have to knock him out before he can pass. And we lose the speed battle. And we also, it also has a Quick Claw. But Critical Hit Sludge Bomb, that's enough. Good on Arbok. Alright, Mon number 2. Okay, it's Lapras. Can usually be pretty tough. I have Rock Slide, but I am going to glare it. Ice Beam hurts. But now we can send Rock Slides. I can't really switch to anything. Ooh, and a critical hit too. And a flinch! Wow. Everything is rolling in the favor of the biker this time. Okay, Lapras is down. I can't believe it. Last Pokemon of the skier is Jinx. Okay. Psychic and Ice is not good. We're gonna swap over to Steelix. He's the only Pokemon who can take his her attacks. And yeah, now he's getting critical hits. I don't want to risk it. Blizzard misses. Explosion. I don't want to risk it. Let's get to the final battle already, you know? Jinx did not have a focus band and she had a gold berry. Alright. That is it. Let's go on to the final battle in the Biker Gauntlet. Basically the last Biker battle of their entire run in round 1. We have plenty of it continues going in. But Marty has one heck of a team. The Mew is strong. Starmie is strong. Tyranitar, strong. Ursaring, not too bad this time. Muck, we don't care about. But those aforementioned Psychic and Dark types, very, very tough to contend with. Fingers crossed. Here we go. I'm sending out Steelix. I have really nothing against the Mew because it knows Earthquake, Psychic, Blizzard, and Thunder Punch. It's so versatile. It can take out any Pokemon I have. So we'll trade Earthquakes. I am doing more, so I can actually stick with this strategy and maybe go first with a Quick Claw, you know, if it ever kicks in. But hey, we got a critical hit. Mew's down. Please not the Starmie. What do you know? Alright, so I thought I could just switch over to Venusaur. You know, maybe I can survive. We'll see. I can't risk a Quick Claw explosion against Starmie. That Surf would have annihilated him. So I basically get one attack. And Starmie has the Bright Powder. Psychic really, really hurts. Sleep Powder misses. I only have Clyde left. It's the only one I could switch to because Psychic is going to take down Venusaur. We're outsped. So that was my thinking. I swapped over to Clyde. Here comes the Pokemon Switch. We have not so good special defense. Maybe we can weather a Psychic. But now if it gets a critical hit, and evidently not if we even survive one Psychic, it would do over half. So I'm kind of screwed. I would have to swap over to Steelix first and pray for a Quick Claw. Pray for a Quick Claw explosion. And we don't get it. Surf takes out Steelix. This is so sad to see this happen. Oh, the Poké humanity. Venusaur is doomed. Leftovers is not going to help. Psychic is too strong. And with that, we suffer our first loss in the Biker Gauntlet. We were so close. So close, guys. I could have chanced a Razor Leaf critical hit, but it would have been a long shot. Let's try again. We have 5 continues to go. Man, that Mew and Starmie combo. So we're going to try the same approach. I just know that I have to have something, you know, explode on the psychic types. We'll trade Earthquakes, just like before. But of course, if he's getting critical hits already, you know, that's just not fair. Yeah, then we deal neutral. So Steelix doesn't have the pipes, the power to survive. Definitely not after a freeze. Things could not be going worse. I have no choice but to leave him in. Nothing else could take an Earthquake. Okay, so things went wrong there. We have Clyde. Whether or not we survive a Thunder Punch is up to fate. Or Psychic is up to fate. Critical hit! Another critical hit! It survives. We use Explosion. Mew goes down. And now all we have is Venusaur. We are relying on Venusaur to get us out of this jam. I cannot believe the computer luck here. Freeze and critical hits. That's all it's been. Okay. That's bad news. My only hope is to put it to sleep. But with a critical hit, there's no possibility of that happening. 3 critical hits and a freeze. Stacked. Totally stacked. If you want computer evidence about the computer cheating, this is a hard evidence for that. Let's try again. That's 2 continues. And it's not deserved. I'm gonna end up saying that once again. That's 2 continues. Our 3rd attempt. We're going to start off with Steelix. Again, it's our only option. Everything else is too weak. Here we go again. No Quick Claws. Why wouldn't they? Why would it ever kick in? But hey, we're taking low damage. I think it's even less than what it did before. Okay, now we get the Quick Claw and the Explosion. I guess I decided I was just done with all the bad luck. So now we start fresh. And just in case it's Starmie, let's send out Clyde. Okay, it's Umbreon. You know, I really wanted to explode in this Starmie's faceless face. It would have been such good retribution. But maybe he doesn't bring it. We're going to use Toxic because Umbreon's too strong. It's very well guarded. Feint Attack is doing more than it needs to. We have time, so let's set up spikes, just because. No critical hit, thank you very much. The black glasses are helping Dumpster do more damage, but Explosion will make it too late. It is now truly a showdown of the final Pokemon. The biker has a risky playstyle, and this certainly was a risk. Venusaur is our hero for now. Okay, well now it's entirely possible to get us out of this. Ursaring is a powerful normal type, and it has Fire Punch, and it has Leftovers. Unless it can't act. Finally, things are turning around. Let's give it some Leech Seed. Our longevity is just as important. Great. We're gaining about maybe 40 health. Neutral Razor Leaf. Hey, I'm not complaining here. Try again. Oh, another neutral Razor Leaf. Wake up! Slash! Not a critical hit. Would have been a problem if it was. We need a critical hit Razor Leaf to win. And we get it. Fate finally smiles upon the biker team. The show is over. What an ending after 2 rigged battles. I gotta say, those were awful. Let's analyze this final run. I was livid after finally winning this cup. I was like, the biker team didn't deserve to lose twice. They were strong and won by way of saboteurs and brute strength. Then I reflected a little bit about this final cup in particular and began to think differently with each rewatch of the run. The last 2 battles relied on critical hits for either side to win, basically. Arbok got a critical hit against the Mr. Mime and Lapras against the Skier. We could have easily lost there and then. And Starmie is a force to be reckoned with to begin with. It has the speed, moves, and power to take down every member of the biker team. And fittingly, it accomplished its task. So, did we deserve 2 losses? I'm going to say that sounds about right. Do I recommend using this team setup? Absolutely not. And it's not my members either. Most have moves that cover a lot of bases. Going off their types alone, they are wide open for water and psychic attacks, which sooner or later we were bound to encounter. Of the 2 pure poison types, I have to say that I prefer Arbok due to his ability to paralyze and hit a lot physically, but Monty the Weezing had his strengths too. Although he's not the Miracle Berry starter general I thought he'd be. It's just tough to survive when so many opponents harbor deadly ground or psychic moves. On that front, Explosion can be a blessing. Speaking of which, Steelix is a straight-up upgrade in that department. He took down a Mew and came through when we needed something to tank big hits. Jonathan is the same in that respect, aside from the amazing steel typing, though his tech moves like Roar and Substitute really set him apart such that his ground rock typing didn't matter. He could actually be the powerhouse he's designed to be instead of waiting to get surfed on. And speaking of water types, Clyde was our only water type, and I found myself using Toxic over Spikes since the computer doesn't even switch very often. Again, Explosion helped us out of a few jams, and it was nice to have a variety of types that could do so, and weather an attack or 2. Finally, Venusaur, with its amazing grass attacks, did better than all the poison tactics. He was a survivor, having the speed, the health, and the capacity to incapacitate opponents and drain their HP. Definitely one of the more reliable VIPs in this gauntlet. And so, the road ends here for the biker on a surprisingly more profound note than I thought it'd be. Still, Dylan could stand to learn a thing or 2 from the Pokécup Master Ball teacher team in the 33rd Gauntlet next time. I'm ViscountKdub, thank you for watching, subscribe for more Gauntlet, and this creepy little punk needs to go back to school. Mad props if you got that reference. See you next time.